Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic host of Bachelor Nation News. Madison Prewett exposed by Bachelor data for buying Instagram followers. Then Katie Thurston throws down in the comment section and says, and that's on buying followers. We're going to get into the story. Buy me a follow on Instagram. It's free, for gosh sakes. At D Neals. I'm also on Patreon at patreon.com/Dave Neal. More on that in a second. But let's get into this story. Now listen, imitation is the best form of flattery. So if we're going to be talking about our boy over here, I feel like we're going to need to get into, I can't even see the screen now. The screen's gone. But there he is, looking pretty good. I might say so myself. You know, I just don't quite have the whole look. I feel like if we're going to really be buying followers, we need to follow in the direction of our dreams. And for that, we should be following this billionaire of a son. I got a little bit of a bangs look I'm trying to get here. How do we do? Is this all right? You cut
the crap.
I'm trying to here. I can't see my soundboard with these glasses on.
Does he have like this swag?
Girl, she don't know.
Does he have like this swag?
Girl, she don't know. All right, so let's get into this story here. Madi exposed by Bachelor data. I'm going to try to keep this outfit on for the rest of the video because when you have nice hair and you're an extrovert, that's what you do. All right, let's check it out. Madi Instagram follower count part 1.
Stay with me. I have some tea that you're going to want to hear on former Bachelor contestant Madi Prewett. If you're one of my followers, you know I track data on contestants on The Bachelor. You also may have heard that Madi got engaged earlier this month to the son of a telecommunications billionaire, Grant Trout. With over 1.7 million followers on Instagram, I was curious, did this impact her Instagram growth? After her engagement, she gained about 15,000 followers. But in the last 3 days, she's gone negative in her follower counts by about 1,000 followers. So I decided to look back at her follower count since January, and here's what I found. She has an unusual pattern of losing followers, then suddenly gaining a ton of followers. Most of these jumps didn't have an event that I could find that would explain them. The only one was when she announced her relationship with Grant. She gained about 4,500 followers from that. But why is this number so low compared to her other 2 jumps earlier this year of over 7,000 followers? If you're interested, I have a part 2 breaking down all these jumps and what might have contributed to them. Now here's where things get...
What might have contributed to the jump in followers? Could it be the windfall of money she's received from taking money from Shein, a company that profits off of slave labor in China? I made this video the other day. Bachelor star, the other day, 5 months ago. Bachelor star Madison Prewett called out for influencer partnership with fast fashion company. She's got 1.7 million Instagram followers. I know a former lead or contestant that had around 1 million followers that turned down a 6-figure deal, $100,000. So, hey, not to say that that's what she used her money for, but I'm sure when she did the sponsorship with Shein, she didn't know that they were sort of operating with such bad business practice. But hey, that's what we're here to do, just to say, hey, no offense, we love Christian values. Just let's practice what Jesus would have done. And I'm sure, you guys know, I don't want to trigger anybody, but you guys all know that Jesus was a socialist, right? You all know that Jesus wanted universal health care and he wanted to feed the hungry, right? We all know that, right? Because where I come from in the United States of America, we live in a world where you feed the hungry. We live in one of the richest countries in the world, all right? So if you're out there saying, praise Jesus, do what Jesus would have done, and let's get universal basic health care. Let's make sure that we tax the billionaires, including Grant's father. Let's make sure that they're all paying their fair share, so those of us that are worth less through some whatever, fake monetary reasons, we're all worth a lot in God's eyes, I would say. But for those of us that don't have the same fortunes to start a telecommunications company and be worth billions or have straight teeth and are able to, live in a world where they're able to go on a show and compete for the love of someone else, let's make sure that we're all provided for equally. All right. Anyway, did I tell you about part 2?
Stay with me. I have some...
Oh, we're staying with you, Susanna. She's crushing it today. Madi's followers, part 2. Speaking of buying followers, I'm going to lose some today.
Breaking down Madi Prewett's Instagram follower counts in 2022. February 18th is an unexplained jump. It was 4 days after her launch of her collection with Shein. I don't understand why the first 4 days were negative growth days for her. April 13th, she gained
I swear I haven't watched this already. I did not think they were going to bring Shein into the mix.
About 7,300 followers. Lost followers for 2 days after that. Then gained about 1,000 followers.
All I got to say is, she in a lot of trouble. Girl, she don't know.
the following days. The only thing I could find is that she posted a picture with her mom at a hotel in Houston. Now, she announced her relationship with Grant on May 5th. This jump of about 4,500 followers makes sense, but I don't understand why she gained less with announcing a relationship than these events earlier this year that I can't explain. I've analyzed a lot of relationships of contestants after they're done with the franchise, and those typically lead to the biggest growth days of the year for them. Again, these are just trends that I have seen covering the Bachelor franchise. As far as her July gains...
All right, so as she says, numbers, they don't lie.
You cut the crap.
All right, numbers don't lie. And it's up to us to decide how we want to interpret those numbers. Katie Thurston interprets them and says, and that's on buying followers. Let's go back to someone says, Katie, and she says, hey, sometimes it's not even them, but instead their management team. Yeah, like I'm sure Madison also, like, I'm sure, all joking aside, she wasn't aware of Sheehan's horrible practices with their slave labor, their misappropriating and stealing of other cultures and all that jazz. But, you know, let's just, let's learn from those mistakes and move forward, right? So anyway, someone said, I love how real you are. You crack me up. Wouldn't be surprised. Wasn't she the one who commented groupie stuff on her own post and then acted like it was her BFF who had her account? Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, she had accidentally commented something that was supposed to be from a groupie, but it was from her own page. And she said, someone had my phone. Because you know how often we give other people our social media handles to comment on behalf of us? Good grief. Rubbish.
That's rubbish, Dave.
All right. Lisa says, why are you always spreading drama and hate? It's a Friday. That's why. She said, people really taking this as some hate campaign towards Madi. As someone who gets constant DMs about how shitty of a person I must be for losing followers, it's frustrating when people don't understand that people are buying followers. I refuse to do that personally because the data will speak for itself. A through D-list celebrities buy followers. This is nothing new. Just a reminder that not everything is what it seems. And social media has created this unhealthy mentality of more followers, more likes, more validation. Holy crap.
Barrel scraping day.
That's it. We're scraping the bottom of the barrel here. We'll scrape it so far, we'll get to what Katie said about Madi. Katie took her side and said this. Contestants get, by the way, this is a best of 22 if I've ever seen one. Best of 2022. Woo, we got it. This is a top 3 candidate. All my best of 2022 is just going to be Madison Prewett videos. Contestants get engaged after 6 to 8 weeks, which really translates to even less time when you consider the actual time spent together. You don't get to cheer on leads, but shit on Madi. Happy for her. Congratulations to finding billionaire love your own way. Hashtag The Bachelorette. All right, let me know what you guys think. That's going to be it from me. Keeping it short and sweet as you do. Everyone have a fantastic weekend. If there's any breaking news, we're going to break it, baby. All right, on behalf of Grant Trout and the squad, it's your boy, billionaire son Dave. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye, everybody.
Does he have like this swag?
Girl, she don't know. She don't
Does
know.
he have like this swag?
Girl, she don't know.
Girl, and she don't know about that swag. But if she did know about that swag, girl, then she would know about that swag. But she don't know about my swag. Like a dog's tail might wag, I got swag. No, she don't know. Does the song seem like it's gonna lag? It would if it didn't have so much goddamn swag, swag, swag. All right, that's good. It's got that swag. Got that swag. West Virginia down to Texas. Where's Madison from? Alabama, roll tide, got that swag. So much swag, It goes on for days and days, just like the length of our relationship, which is predicated on the notion that we need to wait till marriage. We're gonna wrap it up both metaphorically and physically because we don't know how long we're gonna last because it's our first time fornicating. Girl, she don't know.
What if I just play this whole thing?
Bruce says you don't have to brag it when you tag it. Just go bag it. Girl, don't know if he's got that swag. She's gonna be pumped to find out if he's a two-pump chump. Girl, don't know, raise that flag.
Join the Patreon.
To his swag. Don't go stag. West Virginia to the fantasy suite. Get the high note. Girl, don't know. Does he got that swag? Does it last for days? Just like our relationship before we got engaged. That's rubbish, Dave. Goodbye, everybody.